welcome back to Flipped Out, friends, family, and fans. Today we're going to talk about something really exciting. The Hollywood Reporter, Variety, and numerous other garbage tier sites are reporting that Temuera Morrison will return as Boba Fett. He was in 2002's Attack of the Clones and 2005's Revenge of the Sith. However, he didn't play just Jango Fett, he also played the clones themselves. By the way, little fact in case you didn't know it, none of those clone armor outfits were ever made. That was all CGI throughout the entire thing. Just thought it was a neat fact. But yeah, Temuera Morrison has been confirmed, apparently, this as told by the Hollywood Reporter, Variety, etc., that he will be coming into Mandalorian Season 2 as Boba Fett. So in 2002, he played the father, Jango Fett, and of course, he's always played all the clones. To me, I think it's really cool that they're saying this because I think he'll also end up playing a clone or two. Maybe Captain Rex. How cool would that be? Because we know, if you just recently watched the Clone Wars final season, I believe the last one was called Shattered? No, it was, what was it called? Anyway, if you saw that, then you know that Rex could be in The Mandalorian. That's all I'm going to say. Spoiler alert. I'll put it up here on the screen, but yeah, so Boba Fett originally appeared in the 1980 film The Empire Strikes Back, then later on had a role in The Return of the Jedi, and if you go back to the special editions, you know that Boba Fett appeared actually in A New Hope during the scene with Jabba, the cut scene with Jabba and Han Solo. He'll be playing the bounty hunter that was in Spurs at the end of, I think it was episode 4 or 5 of The Mandalorian. I cannot remember. It's called Gunslinger, though, the Gunslinger. And the female bounty hunter was dead on the ground, and this man with spurs walked up, all Western-like, and you were like, oh, who's the guy in spurs? But it never paid off for the rest of the season, never paid off. But everyone was like, oh, that's Boba Fett, man, that's Boba Fett. And, since it never paid off, we didn't know. But I thought it was really cool. So, back to the original guy who played Boba Fett in the prequels. That was Daniel Logan, and for a while there it was rumored that he himself would be playing Boba Fett, and everyone thought that was great. I personally thought, why would you do that? Temuera Morrison is the most obvious choice. He's even old enough to be Boba Fett, in the way that he'd actually age up, right? The way that everything's sequenced out, he'd be the perfect age to be Boba Fett. And my wishes were answered. I don't know how excited I am about this. Yes, I think you can tell initially I'm a little pumped, but we know what Lucasfilm is doing with Star Wars, so it's like, I want to be excited. I really do, and I really did like the end of the Clone Wars. I thought that was some of the best Clone Wars they've ever done. There were issues, but overall the story was good. I focused a lot on Ahsoka because she is female. Gotta have that inclusivity. But other than that, I love Ahsoka, so that was cool. It was badass to me. Anyway, The Mandalorian Season 2 will show Rosario Dawson come in to play Ahsoka Tano, and of course, Temuera Morrison will play Boba Fett. This is all confirmed. Now, the one thing we're wondering is, will Temuera Morrison also play a clone or two left over from the episodes with the Clone Wars? I, for one, think that would be just absolutely amazing. As long as they do this the right way. They need to have him come in. The character has been basically developed, so they need to use the character properly. The stories need to be good, and they need to use the character properly. They did that with Ahsoka in Rebels. I don't know if you've seen Rebels. If you haven't, the stories are really good. There's some really Fisher-Price, toddler-level cartooning. But other than that, the stories are really good. And if you haven't seen it, but you have seen Clone Wars, go ahead and check it out. Choke yourself through it, and at least you'll get the story bits, because apparently they are canon, unfortunately. I'm not a big fan of Ahsoka's white lightsabers. I liked the green ones originally. The blue ones were totally tolerable because Anakin made them for her, and that was in the Clone Wars, which I just totally spoiled again. But I'm getting off topic. The thing is they need to use the characters properly, and they need to make the stories really good and solid. They have to mesh together with what happened in the Clone Wars, but they also have to mesh together with what happened in the original trilogy. Oh my god, the original trilogy. Sanctity Nomina. may the Force be with us, because we really need some good storytelling like that again. But anyway, the last time we saw Temuera Morrison, he was in Aquaman with Nicole Kidman, Jason Momoa, and of course that crazy lady Amber Heard. Nuts. But should be really interesting. I'm really excited, and as the story develops, I'm sure not just myself, but plenty of us other YouTubers are going to be having more information. But thanks for stopping by and seeing me. Please remember to like and subscribe and comment below so we'll know what you're flipped out about. I think it makes sense to see even Rex. Hopefully there's a little bit of closure with what happened after the final episode of the Clone Wars. Yes, Rex will be a little older, which he just happens to be the right age for that too. So that's cool, man. I hope that really happens. The last thing we might have seen Temuera Morrison in was Aquaman, and he played Tom something. Basically, Jason Momoa's Earth father, and Nicole Kidman played Aqualand? Atlantis' mother, that's it. And Aqualand. Anyway, they're gonna, they were in there together, and they also had Temuera Morrison as the father, and I'm just running on now.